Hello, hi, my name is MomoMorgana, and welcome back to the Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge. It's year 1379, and we have quite a lot of household roles to do today. I'm very excited and very nervous, so we're here staring at Stephen's handsome face because, well, the first role we have to do is for him. So this is actually the final war role of the century. I almost said the series, not at all, but of the century. We're nearing the end. Okay, bye. We are nearing the end of please. I think a lot of my ghosts kind of reset because of the life and death update. But it's the last battle of the season of the century. There we go. So we actually have to roll to see if he's gonna go. I already rolled for my side household. Nobody else got picked. So I'm just gonna roll for Stephen to see if he's gonna run off to go to war to get his mind off of everything that's going on in the village. So I have a D4. We need to avoid the number 4 in order for him to not go to war. Ooh, bars. All right, so I'm rolling. He got a 3. Okay, I thought that was about to be a 4. So yeah, no one after Amir has ever gone to war after Amir's first time. So yeah, that's how that happened. Wait a second. This is still Saturday. I'll come back. Now that I'm on the correct day. Yeah, let's just continue. So the rest of what we have to do today, outside of that roll, I'm pretty sure I rolled. Yeah, he got a 3. So outside of that, we actually have quite a few birthdays actually. So this first one, it depends on which adult you're talking to. I think you're talking to Mary. I feel like she'd say this. Okay. So it's actually Annabelle's birthday today. This girl right here is her birthday. And honestly, I don't really have much to say about it, but we're going to go ahead and roll. So she's aging up into I want to say she's aging up into a young adult. How old are you? No, she's aging up into an adult. That's even worse. So let me get to my rules, the correct place. I was at a whole different part of this spreadsheet. All right, so please come back. So we want to actually avoid numbers, anything under the number 9. So, oh, this is still a D4. Let's make this a D20 and try to avoid anything under the number 9. I'm gonna roll. She got a 14. All right, so Annabelle survives. Honestly, was not expecting her to. I was not expecting her to survive, but I'm not too mad at it. I'm glad that the girls get their mother with them, even later into their life, which is fantastic. So let's just do it. Let's just age her up and give her an adult makeover. Oh my gosh, come on, Annabelle. Let's see. I was gonna say what your trait is, but it's the same. So go ahead and get older. Nothing much will change with your life at the moment. I think probably. Yay, you're old now. It's been decades without her husband. Jesus, Groko died when they were teenagers. So there we go. You're an adult to your adult. How does it feel to be old? So she's getting gifts from her entire bloodline. Lovely. Now I'll give her a makeover a little later. It's not it's not very necessary at the moment. Did you ever finish cooking, Mary? Girl, we need breakfast. I don't know where she went. And of course, Agnes is going to be running our yard sale. It's kind of cold out, but not as cold as it usually is, to be fair. So I think we're all good. Annabelle can hunt for boar and deer in the winter. Ooh, we should have her do that and get a boar. Has to be till after this yard sale. For some reason, you can't like go hunting and foraging during the yard sale. I don't know. I guess so you can't leave the lot during an event. Is anyone gonna come buy our wares again? Oh, it's you. I forgot your name. Theo. Hey, Theo. She's not in the mood. Annabelle. Uh-oh. How are y'all doing? Oh, they're doing good. Okay. I got worried. Marjorie has spared some juicy gossip about Stephen. So I guess Marjorie told Mary that that little stepson that Stephen had is actually Avery's son. Oops. I don't think Mary cares. She hasn't really been as romance focused as she used to be. There was a moment in time, I think she was kind of hitting like a bit of a midlife crisis. She was kind of rekindling something with Stephen, and then she realized that she liked women. But I think she was just, I don't know, I think she's content with just not being in a relationship or pursuing anything too dangerous and just decided to live out the rest of her days making sure that her grandkids and family are set. So she's just gonna put all her attention to her grandkids, especially, her grandson, and just make sure everything is okay instead of becoming distracted by a romance that won't last in her head, right? She never got to have that romance. She kind of got there with Stephen, but then it was so much going on. And then even if she wanted to pursue something with Yesenia, like that would be dangerous because of the nature of that relationship. So I think she's just like, yeah, I'm just going to be a grandmother, not a partner of anybody. Which I don't blame her for, but she used to have like whims to like be romantic and stuff. And now she's like, I'm single, I'm loving it, and that's it. I think I pressed play too late, but I'm pretty sure Annabelle just got kidnapped. Also, off screen on the day where I started recording a little bit too early, Mary got kidnapped again. So 6 alien kidnappings to the 2 alien ladies. Wow, they trying to bring y'all back home. None of you were born on Sixum. You're both born here on Earth. Well, I don't know about Annabelle, but Mary definitely was. So Annabelle is trying to feed the chickens. The Grim Reaper comes a floating by as he does, and she's like, wow, that is one sexy man. Life and Death just came out. Hmm. I don't know. It is a pack I'm very excited for. I will say I haven't been that excited for a Sims 4 pack since Cottage Living, I don't think. Or potentially Horse Ranch, but I think I was way more excited for Cottage Living, which is the only pack I ever paid full price for and like pre-ordered. Never did it with any other pack. But I don't know. I don't think Life and Death is out, I think, by now. Well, I don't know. But I might buy it. It seems like it's really cool. Would it be interesting for her to have a little bit of an affair with Death and have his child? It wouldn't be a Smith, obviously, but it'd be an interesting side household, question mark? Let me know, what y'all think? I don't think I'll be getting it anytime soon, but just for the future, not necessarily with Annabelle, just in general. I think it'd be fun, especially if we have someone else who has the hots for Death like she does. We're taking a quick hiatus from the main household to hop into Misa's household as always and age up one of her children. Also, she's pregnant. This is her 8th and final pregnancy, so she'll also be giving birth sometime in this episode. Probably at the end of this episode. We'll come see her and then roll for her and the baby. So we're actually oh my gosh, raging up Marley. Is that your name? Yeah. So she's a child. Nope. She's a toddler, and we're going to age her up into a child. So let's just go ahead and get started with that. We want to avoid numbers 9 and 19. So she got a 3. My goodness, Marley. She survived. Okay. Let's just do this. Quickly. Because we actually have a much more important birthday in our main household. Not that Marley's not important, but let's see. She's melancholic, timid, and spiritual. Oh. These Sims have a strong connection to their spirituality and religion. They enjoy meditation and prayer. Okay. Lovely. So maybe she's really in tune with her magic or something like that. Let's just give her mental. She doesn't seem to be a very sociable person. Right. Let's give her a quick makeover. I know, life is hard. And here is Marley. She is absolutely adorable. Look at her. Ah, she's so cute. I don't know who she looks like more. I'm seeing a lot of Amis. I think she looks like Amis, but this is our shy spiritual girl, so I don't know. I wonder how she'll turn out in the future, but I'm just gonna leave her be for now and head back to the main household because we have a very, very special birthday. And as soon as I jump into live mode, of course her eyes, oh yeah, maybe she is pretty spiritual. That looks supernatural to me. I guess it's pink and it's so pale it looks like it's just blending in with her eyes. I don't know. Nicola, are you going through any of that? Nope, not at all. Never mind. Yes, she is. Her pupils are gone. Those are. Can you look up for me? I know you're. Yeah, those are completely different eyes, but I guess they're passing enough unless you look too closely. Oh, There we go. Okay, I know you're like being the best ice skater in the land right now, but can you... Okay, don't eat dirt. I guess we'll never see, but I don't know if we can see very well in this corner down here. There you go. Okay, I guess her eyes are just rolled all the way back. Strangely enough, but her eyes did change. This only happens to my female Sims. My boy Sims, they remain the same. Don't mind Emma's clothes. I didn't change her athletic wear, and she's gonna die soon anyway, so it's fine. So the very, very special and kind of scary birthday we had for today is actually Agnes. I did not care about Annabelle's birthday that much, I'm not gonna lie to you, mostly because Agnes's birthday was right after. And she is aging up into a teenager, which I'm really excited for, so I'm hoping things go well, but y'all know my luck. I'm scared. So, in order for her to age up into a teenager, we have to avoid the number 7. I'm just gonna roll, rip the band-aid off. What does she get? She got a 13. She's fine. Don't even know why I was worried. Everything always works out for me. So, Agnes, I don't want to waste any time. You already had your breakfast this morning. I want to get you started on life. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What is... I know what eggs are, guys. You adopted a dog, Yesenia? Thanks for letting us know. Dogs are cool. I didn't even know I told her to do that. You gonna age up or what? Okay, don't talk to Alberta. Okay, can everybody... I don't care about none of y'all problems. I want Agnes to age up. So, okay. So before she was asocial and street smart, which made her the best businesswoman in the village, apparently. What else are you? Motivating. Okay, these Sims make Sims around them focused. Okay, so she kind of keeps people on track. She's very business oriented. Does not play about that. I guess she got this trait motivating her little sister and her older brother to do what they need to do, like do their chores, handle their business and everything before they start going off to play. This last trait is a bit more concerning. Hostile. These Sims are always full of anger. They're unfriendly and always want to fight the other Sims. And other Sims are often scared of them. So I don't think she's hostile as in violent. Like, I don't think she'll smack you. But between her asocial, antisocial nature that sometimes made her pretty irritated, mixed with all the pressure that had to fall on her shoulders because Stephen wasn't picking up his own slack. And, needing to be taken seriously by her siblings. And, I'm sure she's probably had adults more than enough time over the years of her running the stand. Trying to get over on her, tell her that she needs to lower her prices or that she doesn't know what she's doing. Between all of that, she probably became just a bit like quick tempered, I guess, with certain people, especially if they're not doing what they're supposed to do or not listening to her. Because she's pretty used to just being told what to do, right? When Stephen doesn't pick up his jobs, she's the one who has to do it. She's older than Alberta, so I'm sure she's kind of in charge of... she's just the eldest daughter. That's essentially what it is. Eldest daughter plus having the... all the pressure of running the stand on her back and already being antisocial and dealing with all these people. Pretty much she has people in her face at all times and she has to handle them, pretty much single-handedly. I mean, her mother and grandmother help, but they do like the creating of the businesses and everything. But the rest of the time, if something happens, they're bypassing Stephen. You would think they'd be calling Stephen to do everything, but they call Agnes to do everything. And it's just, it made her extremely responsible, made her pretty level-headed. She's street smart, she's business-oriented, she's very intelligent. If this took place in a different century where she had more rights, she would have been an excellent, like, I don't know, I could see her if she went the criminal route, like an info broker or, just an excellent accountant or something like that, right? She'd be really good at it. But unfortunately, this is 1376 or something like that. 1379. So her options are pretty limited, but before we talk about how limited her options are, we have to roll over her future anyway. So I actually don't know what she wants. I don't think she knows what she wants either. I don't think she's ever thought about having goals because she doesn't have the luxury of thinking of the future. She just does her chores, keeps everything on track, go to sleep, do it the next day. A social, street smart, motivating, hostile. Yeah, I don't think she has any true goals, which is kind of sad because she never got the chance to dream, I guess, for herself. She just is constantly on the grind. And especially for a child, that's really sad. But I don't think she ever thought there would be another option. She's definitely not creative minded. Well, she likes this cross stitch, but that's as good as she gets. I don't think she's particularly family oriented. I mean, she cares for her family, but she honestly, she's kind of treated like a business person, like on call. You know what I mean? I think she might be worried about money because she's the one who has to handle a lot of that and keeping things on track. So wants to operate the most marketable food stand. If y'all owned a food stand, I'd say that, but property owner, fabulously wealthy, mansion baron. I don't think it's necessarily, I don't know what to pick for. I don't think a lot of these whims, I don't know if she wants love. She definitely doesn't want popularity. I think she just wants to be at peace. I think she just wants a moment of peace on her own. And she does not have a moment of peace ever because someone's always calling her name. So, she just wants to find some inner peace.
Oh, Palingo.
Now, let's oh, actually, before we go into Create a Sim, sure, you can like fitness if you want. As your sister one-ups you with these amazing sit-ups, this is why Agnes should be air, but she doesn't get that opportunity. But before we go anywhere and start doing anything crazy, hey Grum, we're not here for you. Before we start doing anything crazy, Agnes, can you get out your daughter's face for a second? I just talked about her needing some peace, and here you come. But we need to roll to see if she's going to get married and how many children she may or may not have. So I have a d20 out as well. So side household marriage rolls, because we haven't done this in a minute. I'm rolling a d20. If I roll a 1 through a 3, she will never get married. If we get a 4 through 20, she will. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll. Oh god, my dice glitched. We try again. She got a 1. Okay. You know what? Actually, that checks out. She literally spent her entire life waiting hand and foot for her brother. You think she want to get married and do it to another man? Like she'd get married out and have to wait hand and foot for someone else and then probably be asked to bear their children and then do the same thing. She doesn't want to be in a position where she's waiting hand and foot on other people for their entirety rest of her life. If she's gonna do something like that, it'll be by her own terms, you know, running this business and having some control over, finances and things like that, as opposed to getting married and having to, be in the beck and call of a husband, especially if that husband changes or just isn't very kind or, the type of husband that wants her to rest and, get off her feet, which I don't think she knows how to rest yet. She never got the chance to. And then especially if she has children, then, they'll be putting her body and life in danger. Plus, she'll essentially be at the beck and call of children because they'll need her. So she'll always be needed. She won't get a chance to rest, and they won't be things that she wants anyways. Well, I don't know if she doesn't want children, but that's not necessarily the life she wants. Just not being able to work for herself in some way. Like I said, if this was a different century, she'd be an excellent business owner, like an innkeeper or something like that. But I'm not quite sure where her path is going to lead her. So I don't know. I'm very interested in where she goes from here. But this is Agnes, y'all. I'm really excited for her story, and she's not getting married. So I don't know. I don't know. Normally when I have single sims, my single female sims who don't get married, according to their personality, I'll roll to see if they have children outside of wedlock, like with Nura and Denise. But honestly, for Agnes, I don't think she will. I'm not even gonna roll because I legitimately don't think she will even get pregnant. I say, but if I put her into my NPC sim, she probably will. But I genuinely don't think she even wants anything like that. I don't know. There's quite a few options we could potentially go with her story, but y'all know my play style at this point. It's up to her. If I try to make a story, she's going to do whatever the opposite of that story is. So, with that said and done, let's give this beauty a makeover. And here is Agnes. Oh my goodness, she is super, super adorable. I don't know why it kind of went for like a faux pirate look, but that's just what I was feeling. But this is Agnes, so she dresses pretty comfy. She still makes it very clear she's not to be messed with or anything like that. Honestly, I wonder if in the future, if she leaves the household, well, she might have to because there's only 3 bedrooms here, so somebody got to get out. But I think she would thrive in Oasis Springs. Oh, what if she left to Oasis Springs? It's so lawless lands. There we go. I couldn't remember the name of my own lore the previous episode for some reason, but in the lawless lands, there's no rule or law saying that women can't do anything, right? Because they're not under an official kingdom. So what if she started a business of sorts or joined a business in Oasis Springs? How do we... We'll see. She don't even know the one in Oasis Springs. She has no reason to go there quite yet, but we'll see in the future. Also, I didn't realize just how much like Annabelle she looked like. As a child, she looked so much more like her father, but now as she's grown into her features a lot more, I definitely see a lot more Annabelle in her. God, I cannot get over how pretty this girl is. Look at her. She's wasted here. Wasted. I wish she wanted to get married or at least have children, but we have plenty of side households and your aunt is having enough children for like 3 side households. So that is fine by me. You're going to be friendly with Stephen. Okay. Okay. So I wonder if she would get a job outside the house in order to, I don't know. It kind of forced these guys to pick up her slack because she'd be kind of off doing her own thing, right? And it would still be her being, you know, as responsible as she always is, just in a different way. And it give her a reason and a motivation to just kind of slowly detach herself from her family as well. Not like in a I hate my family type of way, but in a place. Oh no, he's not responsible anymore. His responsibility is so wishy-washy. But there are plenty of careers that she could join that would kind of expose her to other things and still allow her to work, do strong work. Ooh, should she learn blacksmithing? I feel like, I don't know, she's hostile, she's antisocial. I don't know why I'm pronouncing the I in hostile like that, but you know, and when we think of hostile, antisocial business owners in medieval times, what do we think of? Blacksmith. No one's getting close to the forge, right? They don't have to be kind because they're selling tools and all that. It's a male dominated industry for sure, right? But she has so much. I feel like she could hold her own because she's been arguing with men at her table about prices since she was a child, right? She sits there and forces her brother to do his chores. Like she's running the household essentially, besides, you know, her grandmother. And technically her brother is head of the household now because he's a teenager, but he don't act like it, you know? Well, at first I was gonna go with the midlife thing. Not Kingsguard, not Meister, not a monk, not a nun. If she had a more if she wasn't so strong, I'd say nun. Well, I mean, sure there are nun. I don't know. I don't know anything about nuns. I've never met a nun in my life. Okay, I'm gonna say she's learning to blacksmith. I think this is a good one. It keeps her out the house all day. So she'll have her weekends to do like pick back up, but she'll have enough time to come, eat, help out with dishes, and that it'd force her brother and little sister to become more responsible and realize that Agnes isn't always gonna be there, but it won't be that she's lazing around, it's because she's learning a craft. Okay. I think we're gonna go with blacksmith. I could put the forage and stuff here on the lot, but I think I'm just gonna let her go to the smithy off screen and do it. Once again, they have the money to do so, but If it keeps her, if it keeps her away, so she could kind of get a breath of fresh air without someone screaming her name to come wash dishes or help her grandmother in the kitchen or do something with the cows or pick up whatever chore her siblings dropped and everything, you know. And it did give her a good way to let out her aggression, the big old hammer over some fire, right? So I think that, yeah, entered the blacksmith career. Nice. It's very unconventional, which I really mostly expected from Alberta, but I don't know. She's still satisfied. Okay, she likes this move. She likes this move. So we'll see how this. Do I not know how to look at jobs anymore? There we go. Yeah, we'll see how this goes with her. In the meantime, get out of my way, Grim. I want that event to end. It's been so annoying. But in the meantime, I think this is a good time because Stephen will be 16 in the next episode, I think. So I'm sure his parents are wanting him to marry as quickly as possible, especially considering the chances of living past age 20 in this as a man in this family are very low. You only survive once you leave, apparently. But our heirs don't really have a good rep with that. I'm sure she's learned her lesson from Humphrey as well and Grogo. So I think she's going to arrange a marriage this episode. So the previous episode, we had 4 ladies. I think one of them got married in between episodes, so she's no longer here. But we're left with Daniela, Charlene, and Taylor. Of course, both of his mothers prefer Taylor, but he seems to have gotten along with Daniela. So what we're going to do, because most of the chores are pretty much done, to be honest, what we're going to do is there enough food? There's a bit of food left, so I'm gonna have Mary make some get some milk and make some hot milk and host like a little bit of a dinner for these ladies. So it's going to be a dinner and the 5 of I don't know, all the adults are going to be present for that. I don't think Agnes cares, so she and Alberta will go do something, get out the house for a bit so that they can have some privacy while they do this. And yeah, God, Agnes is already pissed. They're just in her way and she's mad about it. Oh, she's hostile. So she might be taking this out. I don't know. Last time we had a hostile Sam, it was Nasir, but he was strange. I feel like she has way better of a reason to be hostile than Nasir did. Nasir was just psychopathic. All right, Stephen is at our front door, but we're not gonna worry about that. For a handful of reasons. So the ladies are inside. I told him to grab a bite with them. Looks like Daniela's not here? Question mark? But this is an excellent opportunity for Mary, actually, who has the final say, to get to know these ladies. So Daniela might be okay. Here she is. I was about to say she might be blowing her chances, but she's right here. Well, you're grabbing things that were not up to be offered, but whatever, I guess. So Mary's just gonna get to know these ladies again, and we'll see how this goes. All right, so we've learned a little bit more about these ladies. So Charlene, okay, so we know that Charlene is a bit shy. Okay. Charlene's timid. Daniela is unappeasable. But she's an alien. And Taylor is an animal whisperer. Okay. I feel like Stephen knows something else about them. Nope, Stephen knows nothing because he doesn't care. Nice. Right, so Mary somehow learned the rest of her traits. So Taylor is outgoing, encouraging, an animal whisperer, and a freegan. I'm going to ignore the freegan trait for now. Honestly, I think that this would be a really good match for Stephen. I think that Mary, especially because the other two are not really taking their time to converse with her, they're too busy trying to chat up Stephen. Unfortunately for them, they don't know all of his decisions are ruled by his mama, his grandmother, because he don't know what he doing. So, all right, it seems that he will be getting wed to Taylor Bard, who is from Willow Creek. So there'll probably be a wedding in the next episode because he'll be 16 and his grandmother will most likely start encouraging him to have children as soon as he possibly can. And there we go. That's the end of it, I guess. Annabelle seems to approve as well. Yeah. Right. There we go. So we'll see more of her and we'll learn more about her next episode when she's added to the household as his wife. I'm actually so excited. She has such cool genetics that I would love to see passed down. Now, because Mary chose Taylor, I would use the arranged marriage mod, but I'm getting them married as teenagers and that causes a bit of confusion with the mod, so I'm just going to do this instead. I'm going to have him spend time with Taylor and actually get to know her and then start a relationship so that the game doesn't marry her off overnight or something silly like that. Lord, she's yelling at her grandmother. She's already reaching her limit. She needs to go. I don't think it's healthy for someone who is, just generally, I don't think it's healthy for a spellcaster alien hybrid with unknown and therefore somewhat uncontrollable abilities to have just a constant state of anger and blowing up at people. That seems like a recipe for disaster, so hopefully nothing happens and no one gets hurt or anything like that because yeah. See, okay, there she goes. She's at peace. She just needs to not be around people, which is concerning. Why did you wake up out your sleep to get kidnapped by aliens? What is going on? Why did you wake up to do this? You were asleep. You were indoors. Whatever. Oh my god. Look at this girl. She just came back from being kidnapped and she's like, how are you sleeping like that? Close your eyes. What happened to you? Oh, that's not. Oh. Annabelle and Stephen are close. Sure, I can see that. Everyone's here talking, having family time, family discussions. Okay, she's headed off to her first day at her blacksmithing job. Have a good day, Agnes. You're lovely. Okay. There she goes. Of course, just because Agnes is gone does not mean that there's not still much to be done, so Stephen, you're gonna have to get up. You can't just sit in the kitchen and run your mouth with your mama. You have to come do what Agnes's daily chores were because she's has a job now and makes more than you. Wait, you make 4? Okay, you make the same amount, but you're an academic and she's an apprentice, so yeah. Now while we do our chores, this is another important day because actually it is, what's her name? It's Mary's birthday. She is aging into an elder. We haven't had this happen in a while, so I'll re-explain what my current rules are, which is, it's not really a rule, it's just that my luck in having anyone survive past age 20 to 30 is so bad that if they make it to age 30 and they're in one of my played households, they just get to live to be an elder. All I do is roll to see how many days as an elder they get so they don't get the full lifespan. Or maybe they do, I don't know. But that's what we're going to be doing right now, actually. So she's aging into an elder, meaning I will give her an elder makeover. I've been meaning to give her like fine lines and stuff since she's an adult, but I hadn't. But she will get a proper elder makeover right now. This is bittersweet for sure. We've known Mary since she was a child, and she got married at 13, like far earlier than a lot of her counterparts did, so I don't know. Hopefully she can live out the rest of her days rather peacefully, but who knows. This is why he can't get anything done. Y'all are distracting him from his job. Annabelle, you are part of the problem. Move. Go do literally anything else. Come clean the cow, bro. Come clean the cow. Literally get out the way. Alberta, it's your mama's fault that you're in his way too. She's not setting a good example. Come stitch, I don't know, nature. Mushrooms, go do it. Stephen, do your job. Who is screaming? What is going on? Okay, he's not doing terribly. It's just slow moving. Mary, what did I just... I just got these people out the way. It wasn't to make room for you. Let's get you out of his face for a second. Milk potatoes. We don't have enough potatoes. And it's Winterfest tomorrow. I almost forgot about that. Why do I keep clicking on that? I'm not learning my lessons. You know what? We haven't had carrot pudding in a while. Go make that. Or don't, whatever. Do what you want. Stephen, you're not doing terribly. That's a nice sign. Chatting it up with werewolves. Okay, are you not scared of werewolves? Oh, Stephen is one of the few Sims that's not scared of werewolves. I guess he grew up with them. He's like, hey, what's up? Alright, he didn't do it terribly, but it'd be helpful. God, he made an enemy. Immediately at the end of your shift with... Oh, it's with Etta. No one likes Etta. You both like each other. What? Whatever. He didn't do terribly. He did rather well, I must say. His mother made carrot pudding to celebrate her children, her grandchildren growing up. So let's everyone... She's already chowing down. You have to tell her at all. But let's get everyone who's here to grab a serving. But Stephen made quite a bit. I did have to stock the table, so he did better than he did the first time. If only his family would stop babying him. Like Agnes, it's okay to let him do him for a bit. Let him do him. Oh, I almost forgot. I actually installed the talents and weaknesses mod just to give a bit more variety to my Sims and what they like to do. So he's not good at painting or photography. Photography doesn't exist yet, so it doesn't matter. Not good at gardening, so someone else is gonna have to run their livelihood, essentially. And he's not... He can sing, I guess, but he can't fix anything. Gosh, you know, we called Humphrey the talentless heir, but I guess he never really got the chance to be... Well, like, he was heir at some point. He just never ruled the household because he died the same day as his father. Is the true talentless heir Stephen? All the talent went straight to Agnes. Not that Alberta is talentless. Her talents lay in her social skills. Don't really know what Stephen does other than the fact that he's just a man. And ain't that real? All right, so I want to see what everybody else's talents and weaknesses are while I'm here. I told them to eat, but Annabelle's too busy running her mouth. They won't go eat. What is this? Pottery lover. Okay, I did have her make some pottery earlier. Are you not gonna go eat or? Oh, because he's still tending the table. That was my bad. Okay, I'll take responsibility for that one. So, Mary, what are you good and bad at? I know it's like late in your life to be discovering this, but what are you good and bad at? Okay, she can work on her singing. That's fair. She's struggling athlete. She's a trickster by nature, so she'll be good at mischief. And once again, these traits don't necessarily say that they are this. Like, she's not mischievous. She would just be good at it. And video games don't matter. Okay, Annabelle. Victoria's calling. Sure, we can respond to your letter. Annabelle, our cowardly girl. She is not mischievous, so she does not respond well to mischief. Coding doesn't matter. She's a slow learning parent. Oh boy, that explains the treatment of your children, because some of them are struggling, especially your youngest, because of your parenting decisions. Okay. I'm gonna pause because things are happening. And I think that's it. Yeah. They don't get it as children, I think. I think they only get it as teens and up. Stephen, we just went over Stephen. Agnes. Let's see, Agnes, you're struggling athlete. Makes sense. Logic. Okay, she's very scientific, logically brained, which I knew. And she's a natural cook, which I'm assuming comes from her helping out her mother in the kitchen. So that makes sense. I don't think Alberta has it yet. No, she won't get it till she's a teenager. So, I don't know, just a little extra knowledge about these guys, what their talents and weaknesses lie in. I think that their talents and weaknesses fit their personalities really well. So I'm glad to see that. Aw, Taylor's getting to know her in-laws. This is cute. This is so cute. I think Taylor would fit right on in. I think she's a sweet girl. Well, nice to see Agnes isn't flying off the hand. Oh, never mind. Their relationship is, God, it's going down. I don't know what Mary is talking about, but clearly Agnes is not receptive to it. I think Agnes is just sick and tired. Before we end off the episode, we actually have to roll for Mies and her child that she just gave birth to, who is Jalissa, is a hybrid like she is. So she had a little daughter named Jalissa who's just like her. Okay, and for this to be her final child is very poetic. So I'm actually going to go ahead and roll for both of them now. So for Amis, we want to avoid the number 1, and she got a 7. Oh my god, I thought that was a 1 for a second. So she has survived every single one of her births. So she'll be aging up into a young adult soon-ish. Yeah. And I'm ending the episode a day early because I know I'm not going to be able to record anything this final day because I have nothing planned to do. So I'm going to end this recording a little bit earlier, and I've been recording for like 3 hours. This video will not be 3 hours long, but let's roll for Jalissa, and I'll get her infant roll out the way as well. So we want to avoid numbers 5, 10, 15, and 20 for her birth roll, and she got a 3, so she survived. And for infants, we want to avoid numbers, you think I know this, 12, 16, and 18. And she survived to be an infant. She got a 16. Gosh, so she barely survives to be an infant. That being said, I am going to go ahead and end this episode off here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll put Annabelle, Mary's, and this little baby's makeovers at the end of the video, or perhaps right here while I'm jogging. But oh my gosh, wow, look at the screen. They're so pretty. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it yet. Wow, beautiful, amazing. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.